The College Football National Championship is coming up. Let's break it down.
All right. So what do you say we get started with some college football talk, huh?
Let's do it, man. Time to determine the national champion, huh?
That's right. That's right. So the two teams that are playing, we have the Washington Huskies.
Yep.
Who are playing Michigan Wolverines.
Yes, sir.
All right. So how we're going to break this down is we both took a side here, and we're going to kind of explain who we think we're going to make a case for each team on how they're going to win this game.
Yeah, each team's path to victory.
Exactly. And then from there, after that, we'll kind of cover who we think are going to win the game. And
yep, stay tuned to the end. Make sure you see our predictions.
Absolutely.
Let us know what you think. Make sure you leave us a comment down below. Hit that like button. Let us know what you think. We want to hear it.
Absolutely. Before we get into the content, we really quickly want to mention that we are on the grind to 1,000 subscribers. We are 688 strong at the time of recording this. Really appreciate the support, folks. Help push us closer to that 1,000 subscribers. Once we get there, we're going to be giving away the first $500 that we earn in AdSense revenue back to our subscribers. So make sure that you are subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on that.
Yep.
All right. So let's go ahead and start with Washington. Okay, so go ahead and break it down. Give me Washington's path to success here.
Their path to success, in my opinion, is this number one passing offense and number 10 in total offense throughout the year. These guys can really, really put the offensive scoring power on. Their number 10 total offense is averaging 473 yards per game. They've obviously got the Heisman Trophy runner-up and Michael Penix Jr. He's going to keep doing all the things he needs to do. The Huskies have a great receiving core. They've got three really good receivers in Rome Odunze, McMillan, and Polk are both fantastic. These guys are good, man. This Husky team is really good. They can put it on. Their defense is much better than all the statistics say. Their offensive line is fantastic. As long as they keep doing Washington Husky things, they're going to be just fine against this Michigan Wolverines team.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about the game here. It is going to be Michigan is favored by 4.5.
Yeah.
It's the over-under line is 55.5 on this game, which I think is interesting. Folks, let us know in the comments down below what you think about that as far as Washington's path to victory. Let us know if we missed anything. We'd love to hear from you on that one. Would you like to hear Michigan's path to victory?
I'd love to. Let's get it.
Okay, so I'm going to actually start with Washington for why Michigan has a path to victory here.
Okay.
Now, it just came out, I believe, yesterday that Dillon Johnson, when he was carted off the field, he was reported, I believe, yesterday that he is planning on playing. He's going to be available. However, if he isn't 100%, that does make Washington kind of a one-dimensional offense. Michigan has the second ranked passing defense in the country.
Mm-hmm.
The secondary is great and overall when it comes to that, and their defensive strength was on full force in the Rose Bowl, limiting the SEC champions Alabama to a season low 288 yards. That also came with 6 sacks, 4 in the first half.
They were all over him.
Yeah.
They were all over Jalen Milroe in that first half.
Showing why they were the number one nationally ranked total defense in the country. So McCarthy is one of the most reliable passing quarterbacks in college football. Completions, he's second percentage-wise in completion passes. Passing efficiency is second. And also there's Blake Corum, who leads the country in rushing touchdowns with 25, which is a Michigan single season record, and he's also rushed for 3,500 yards in the last 3 seasons.
Blake Corum is an absolute beast of a running back, dude, and he can do it all because he can catch it out of the backfield. He literally put Michigan on his back to beat Alabama in the Rose Bowl.
Absolutely.
I mean, they went into overtime. They handed it to him twice, and he took it into the end zone. He's like, "Okay, this is over.
That's what
it's
we're
over.
doing.
Yeah, give it back to the defense. Let's go."
Absolutely, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So I think in the two frames of that, when it comes to offense, unless Dillon Johnson's 100%, which I don't think he's going to be, that kind of limits what Washington can do offensively. Other case for Michigan, they're not going to be limited offensively. They have one of the top rushing rushing games in the country.
Fantastic quarterback.
And a fantastic, reliable quarterback. Now, obviously, between the two teams, Penix Jr., runner-up to the Heisman Trophy. So, obviously he's going to have the edge there. But as far as complete teams with the number one ranked defense and a pretty potent offense, that can rank right up there, I think that's going to be Michigan's path to victory.
Absolutely. All right. You ready to hear who I think is actually going to win this football game?
Yeah.
I have Washington. I'm going to take the over. I think that Washington scores more points and puts it up. I don't think this Michigan defense is absolutely fantastic, but I do not think they have seen a passing attack anywhere near what Washington is about to throw at them. The best defense that they played all season was Ohio State. They were ranked 36 at the end of the season.
Mhm.
And Alabama's offense is, they're ranked okay. They did okay. Check out our last video. All the rankings and stuff are in there. Jalen Milroe couldn't throw the football.
No.
It was very evident. Michigan took advantage of it. They stuffed the box. They were going to load up against the run. You were not going to be able to do that against this Washington team.
No.
You can load the box all you want and try to get to the quarterback. They allow less than 1 sack per game. I'm not saying they don't get to him a couple times, but if you give Penix a chance to get back there and make his reads, there's going to be big plays. And they've got so many receivers, so many options downfield. I think they continue to score. I think the defense is good enough that they can get a couple of stops. And realistically, I think Washington can definitely come away with this and become the national champion.
Weren't they underdogs by 4.5?
They're underdogs in every game this season.
But
it feels like,
but it was 4.5.
Yeah,
wasn't
4.5. Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of like their magic number,
Yeah.
But hey, it's not a Washington football game if they're not.
They just keep feeding off it, man. I'm telling you, I think these guys see these national lines, and Kalen DeBoer puts it up on the biggest screen he can and says, the only people that think you can win is you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which isn't. You can't give people bulletin board material.
So what about you, man? Who you actually got winning this one?
So ultimately, this comes down to whether or not Washington's front four can protect Penix Jr.
Yep.
That's basically what this comes down to.
And this is a tough Michigan line.
Yeah.
Right. This is one of the best defenses in college football. You can say all you want. They stood toe to toe with Alabama and put it to them.
Yeah. This Washington team has the best offensive line in the country. And Washington has 3 NFL ready receivers. The head coach for Washington is 6-0 against AP ranked teams on the road or at a neutral site, which is pretty impressive.
Yes, sir.
I got Washington winning this game as well. And solely for one reason and one reason only. I've doubted Washington all year long. I've been basically putting Oregon ahead of them all year long. And, it's about that time where, you can't spell bandwagon without WA. So, I'm going to make sure I'm taking that.
I love that.
Yeah. I mean, Michigan's got, if anybody's got a shot to beat them, it's Michigan, right? That defense is elite. It's first ranked in the country. They got a shot. Do I think they pull it out? Absolutely not. I think it's Washington 30, and I think it's Michigan 28.
Ooh, you're thinking it actually a little bit closer than that. I think it's more like Washington 35, Michigan 21.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So we're both taking the over.
Yeah, absolutely taking the over.
Yeah. I just and a big thing on what it is I just think this Washington offense is not going to capitalize on those special team blunders that they had.
Right.
I think Washington's actually going to pull this one out, believe it or not.
Yep.
I love it. You converted me.
I love it.
I'm there.
I love it.
I'm there.
Make sure you guys leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Who do you got winning? What's your spread? All that stuff. We want to hear it. Make sure you guys stay tuned in for all the rest of the content we got.
Absolutely.